Hello everyone, it is Friday night and I'm super excited to be here. I hope you've had a really great day. It's been beautiful outside, although I've been busily setting up inside today, but I just want to say thank you for joining me tonight. I'm super excited. I get to share the new spring catalog that actually officially came out last week, but I love spring. I don't know about you. When it comes to Epicure, I have some favorites that come back in the spring and the summer, and those are things like my Montreal steak spice, my burger seasoning, my pina colada, like all those favorites of mine come back in spring. So I'm super excited. I would love to hear what your favorites are that are coming back. I'll start off with some housekeeping, I guess. First, I'll take a drink from my Oilers cup and say, go Oilers. So hopefully you're going to join me with your drink of choice. The format for this evening is similar to the rest of my open houses. I will come on the half hour. I have put the schedule in there so you kind of know what the different topics are. Tried to be a little bit clever with the topic titles. But yeah, you can keep coming back. If by chance you've got plans, I totally get it. It's Friday night and it's beautiful out. So I will post these videos so you can always come back. For those of you who are here, I guess I will just say hi. Thanks for joining me. Make sure you say hi. My husband Gord is just on the other side of the camera, keeping track, because if you've been with me on my open houses before, you know there's a couple things I like to do. So first, he'll be keeping track just to see if there's any questions or comments or responses to questions I'm asking. But he'll also be keeping track. I see that Kim popped on. Hi, Kim. I guess I can see names. I just can't see the little bubbles. So thanks for joining me. You are now entered in the Taste of the Season collection contest that I'm just running. So just for being here, supporting my business, joining me for my open house, I'm giving everybody entries. So Gord's keeping track of who's here. Your name will be on the wheel because there's always going to be a draw at the end of this. So thanks for saying hi. If you're new here, guess I need another Oilers drink. Hey Val, hi, thanks for joining me. If you're new here, I will first introduce myself. My name is Janice Yam and I am an Epicure Ambassador here in Edmonton, and I have been doing this for 17 years and I have never once regretted it, maybe when I'm moving a lot of boxes and things like that, but never regretted my choice to bring Epicure into my house and to be able to share it with all of you fine people, because I just think good food and fast food, like good food, is great, and I get to share it with you, which is pretty cool. So Val, your name just got entered in the draw for the Taste of the Season. So you're going to be option of winning 4 products. Nancy won the last 2 times, so we'll see if we can get it. Well, there, Nancy just popped on, and so she just earned an entry. But she won the last 2 times, but everybody has a chance to win. So thanks for being here. I named this one Back by Popular Demand, and I sort of alluded to it at the beginning. So there's a lot of products that come back that are very popular, that are seasonal. The rubs, so your meat rubs, your Montreal steak, your salmon rub, your barbecue chicken and rib rub, just yum, barbecue. You can use them all year round, which we do because we stock up on them. The rubs are back, the glazes, so O Canada. I don't know if Lindsay's on here yet. I know that that's one of her favorite. So the O Canada is back, the teriyaki is back. What else is back? The summer teas are all back. And actually, one of the teas is new this year, the Bella Bellini. So it's a peach tea. We will be sampling it tomorrow. It was such a hot seller that it sold out in 5 days. So I've got this little box that I can sell, and I have a couple on order that I got in before they sold out. So I will have a couple, and then I'll just have to take orders for when it comes back in stock. But peachy tea, yum. So the summer drinks are back, and as I mentioned, the pina colada, which I like in my smoothies, they're back. So that's the Back by Popular Demand. The other thing that's backed by popular demand is the 4 dips, which I did share on my Facebook page. So spinach, you use your frozen spinach, you thaw it, you add mayo, mayo and sour cream, I think, or yogurt. Yeah, mayo and sour cream and the frozen, and you've got like this yummy spinach dip. It's like spinach, it's red bell pepper, kind of dilly, and I think it even has carrots in here. So spinach dip is back. That one was very popular, sort of came back and went and came back, so I hope it's here to stay. We have the sun-kissed tomato for anybody who really likes tomatoes. This one was here when I first started. I believe it might even be one of the very, very first ones that she ever mixed. It's got fennel seeds in it, it's got garlic, it's got parsley, it's got tomatoes, and you again just mix it up like a dip or use it as a seasoning. I know my sister and I used to throw this on toast with some cheese, but you can even just sprinkle it on your tomatoes or put it on your pizza if you like that tomato flavor. So that's back. And the French onion dip, which actually was on sale last month. When you spent $60, you could pick it up for half price. But now it's back in the catalog, which I'm super excited. This was one of the first dips that I used to use. Nancy and I used to take it camping all the time and make our chip dip out of it. Because it's kind of roasty, toasty onions and parsley, I presume it is. Can't read. But it's really yummy as a chip dip. And the other one that's come back is the nacho cheese. And I know Kim's on here and she's a big fan of the nacho cheese. Hi, Cheryl. Thanks for joining me. Gord's got you, so you got your name in the entry. They are in the draw. So the nacho cheese is what we're going to play with tonight. And rather than just make a nacho cheese dip, which would go too fast, I decided I would make a layered dip because I like something where you can kind of get a whole bunch of different flavors. So a Mexican layered dip, and the recipe is online, which I will share, has sort of a black bean mixture on the bottom. It's got the nacho cheese, and then it's got guacamole, and then tomatoes, and then some cheese tossed on the top. And often black olives, but I know lots of people are kind of, I'm not too sure about black olives. So for the sampling tomorrow, we're gonna maybe just have those as extra. You can throw them on. So to start, let's make this nacho cheese dip. And because it's kind of a warm dip, we are going to just pop this. So it's, how much of the sour cream is it? Half a cup of sour cream. So it's a half cup sour cream, half a cup of cream cheese, and a half a cup of grated cheese. So this is the cream cheese. I'm going to just pop it in the microwave just to soften it up a little bit. Oh, that's too long. So we're just going to take out, I've got my sour cream and my cheddar cheese. And we need to obviously put this in a microwave safe bowl. So I've got a half a cup of sour cream. Half a cup of sour cream. Yum, yum, yum. Who here likes Mexican layered dip? I'm super excited because it uses a lot of my favorite Epicure products. So we have your, obviously the nacho cheese, which is back, but it's got guacamole in it, which is one of our favorites. We use it in salads. I think I say this every time I talk about guacamole, but we use it in salads. We use it just as a dip mix without even avocados. We use it as a seasoning in our eggs, and that was a tip that my sister found, which I quite like. Any guacamole fans here, or nacho cheese? Kim, I know you used to make the nacho cheese dip. Did you just make it as nacho cheese, or did you ever do anything different with it? I'm thinking of the different things that come to mind for me. So we're going to take this and we're going to add 3 tablespoons of the nacho cheese. And again, my 4-in-1 spice spoon. We got lots of them in our kitchen. We love them. So we're going to put 3 tablespoons of the nacho cheese dip.
She just does it as a hot dip.
As a hot dip, yeah. And it makes a delicious hot dip because it's just so easy, and they're ingredients that you can have on hand, and it's cheesy. Okay, so all I did was I mixed the slightly warmed cream cheese with the sour cream and the nacho. And I'm going to fold in the half a cup of grated cheese. Got to get all that goodness. Can't leave any cheese behind. No cheese left behind. And I'm going to just pop this back in the microwave for like another minute or so just to melt the cheese. Probably about 30 seconds to a minute. Because we want that cheese to be melted, not chunky in her. Okay, so I'm going to pop that in the microwave.
Yeah, she said that this dip took over the other dip that she used to do, the extraordinary dip.
Extraordinary cheese dip. A little easier too to make, right? So what I did was I thought, because I'm going to be sharing this at the or sampling this at the open house tomorrow, I'm going to use this nice big dish, but Gordon and I need to sample it tonight, and I don't want to make a mess of the one tomorrow, so we're going to make a little tiny one as well. So for the bean dip on the bottom, we are just going to basically take, I'm going to move this over here. We're going to build our layered dip. So that is all nicely melted in there so you can see it. Wish you could smell it, but you'll just taste it tomorrow.
Cheryl says she loves the prep bowls.
Yeah, and they're not available right now. I don't know whether they're finding another supplier if they were having problems with that, but yeah, I love our prep bowls. I love our 4-cup, and I love these ones because they have the measurements on them. So I'm really hoping they'll come back. We can always send feedback, and the more feedback Epicure gets, things come back, i.e. French onion and all the other dips that I just said earlier. Epicure really does listen. So in my little food processor, you could use a blender, you could use whatever you have. I have this little handy dandy little one. We're just going to put a can of black beans. You can use black beans, pinto beans, whatever beans you have on hand. That's the beauty. I think everything should be simple. Like if you've got these kind of beans inside your house, use them. Or you have chicken, make a dish with chicken. Or you have tomatoes, make something with tomatoes. So we have that. I just got to get a cup of water.
Rebecca was asking whether that large glass serving dish is from Epicure.
No, it's not. It was if you're familiar with Princess House, they're no longer in business. Yeah, it's a Princess House one. So I just put the beans, I put a cup of water, and then what it asks you to put, or online on the recipe, it says you can put either guacamole or poco salsa. So what I'm going to do, because I find the poco for some people can be a little bit too spicy for them, I am going to do mostly guacamole with just a little bit of poco. So we have my guacamole. We're going to put, so it's 3 tablespoons total, so I'm going to put a tablespoon of guacamole, 2 tablespoons of guacamole, and I'm going to put a tablespoon of the poco salsa, which I knew I was getting low, so we'll see how much I have. I have another jar here just in case. And again, this is another reason why I love our 4-in-1 spice spoons. They fit in our jars. So we're going to put a tablespoon of the poco salsa. And then what it also suggests is a little spritz of lime juice. So let's do that. I'm going to roll my lime to break it down. I don't know if you guys know that tip, but I'm pretty sure most people do. Just roll it over so it breaks it all up, so it's going to be nice and juicy. Cut it in half. And I'm going to just throw that in here. So this is sort of like the refried beans, although it's not refried. This is fresh bean mixture. So if you want, you could always even cheat and put refried beans in. But this way you just know what's going in it. It's beans and seasonings. So that's the beauty of it. And then all I'm going to do is put my little lid on it, which is right here. I'm going to blend it up real quick. Sorry, hopefully you can hear me over this. any refried bean fans in here? I think I probably would have used maybe a little bit less water, but it'll all set up and thicken. So there we go. I'm going to just pour a little bit of this in my sample for tonight to make the first layer. I should take out the bottom. Oh no, I can't because it'll. Here, let's put the majority of it in here. Put a little bit in here.
Kim says you could use cooked hamburger as the bottom layer instead of beans.
Oh, you could, totally. But, I mean, I think layered dips are awesome because you put the things you like in there. I just wanted to sort of stay true to one of the recipes that was online. But absolutely, hamburger would be awesome. Or even chicken, like shredded chicken. If you were to put that in there, that would be yummy. So there it is. Just the beans are on the bottom. And my little cup. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put a little dollop of nacho cheese on the top of the one that Gord and I get to eat. Yeah, I think I may have used a little bit less water if I did it the next time, but in the bean mixture, so it's a little bit more thick. But so there's the 2 layers on my dish. We're going to put that in here. Probably am off the screen. I apologize. Oh, it feels like it needs more. You know what? I may have to make more of that after the fact because maybe this bowl was a little bit too big. So I will make a prettier version. We're going to stay with the little one right now. So you could use, cooked hamburger. Yes. So there's the first 2 layers. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put guacamole on there. And I have a bowl. I don't know if you saw these nesting bowls. I think they're really fun. These are the new bowls that they brought out. They're not microwave friendly though, so they're just for serving or for storing or things like that. So we're going to make some guacamole, traditional style. So I'm going to just, oh, these are really ripe. Okay. And so the guacamole, super easy. I'm going to do it based on how the instructions are on the side of the jar, but it's basically just avocados and the guacamole seasoning and maybe a spritz of lime juice. So then we're going to pop those in there and then we just blend it up. Can never go wrong with guacamole. So squeeze those in there. There used to be a tip. Someone had told me that if you leave your seed of your guacamole in your, or of your avocado in your guacamole, it'll keep it from going brown. Don't know if that's true or if, oh, I see that Patty's popped on here. Hi, Patty. We're making a Mexican layered dip. So we have made bean mixture on the bottom. We're putting the nacho cheese. And then now we're doing guacamole. And we are going to do, this is a bit of a longer demo than I thought it would be. Sorry. So here's our guacamole. I may have to grab a fork. So I'm just gonna smush the guacamole or avocados. I keep calling it. It reminds me of a story of one of my girlfriends in Calgary. Her mom had guacamole for the first time and was super excited and went to the store asking if they sold guacamoles, which I thought was so cute. And I guess she just kept saying it, went to like 3 different stores and was so upset that she wasn't going to be able to make her guacamole. She didn't know that that was avocados. So I'm going to just wipe this on me. And I'm going to throw in some guacamole mix. Now my hands
So a number of people said yes, using the seed in the...
does keep it from...
Yep.
Perfect.
Cheryl said frozen avocado is also great for guac.
Oh, and you know what? I have some frozen avocado. And you know what? I used up my guacamole as well. Can you tell which ones are my favorites? We are a Mexican house. We both like Mexican food. So that's as easy as it is to make guacamole. You can, if you want, you could throw a little bit of either sour cream or yogurt in here if you like sort of a creamier one, but you don't need to. And again, I'm just going to put it in my little cup because I'm going to have to make bigger batches or a smaller dish for tomorrow, so it actually looks like a layered dish. But let's put a little bit of lime juice in there. How are we doing for time? 20 after. Whew, dear me. Make sure you've said hi because I want you to get in the draw. Okay, so we have, oh, yummy. We have beautiful, fresh guacamole. So I'm going to just, again, do a little scoop for gourds in my version for us to be able to, we get to eat everything tonight. It's our late dinner. Gord always has to wait, which is probably not the nicest.
How do you want to confirm that she'll get to try it tomorrow?
You will, for sure. Not out of this particular dish, but I will be making, you missed the first part, but I think I used too big of a dish. And then, so now the nacho cheese, I need to make an extra order of nacho cheese. I need to make more guacamole. So I think I might just use a slightly different dish and have it layer up. So there we have 3 layers. It's not looking as nice as the picture that Epicure does, but 3 layers in there. And then I'll just show you a quick salsa. So you want to do it even easier, you can use can of diced tomatoes. You don't have to be fussy, but basically it's just tomatoes. And I'm gonna just chop them up really quick, and then we're just gonna add the poco salsa to it. And then you have your salsa. How many people have had salsa in their fridge and it goes bad because you don't eat it often enough? This way, you can just cut up a tomato, 2 tomatoes, if you're by yourself or you have a small group or whatever, and you're not wasting a bunch. So I'm going to just mix it in this cup here, because I'll just do this little tiny one for myself. And again, we are going to just take the salsa, and I'm going to eyeball this, but normally you put sort of the 1 to 2 tablespoons, depending on how hot you want it, and throw it in with your tomatoes. And I'm going to stir that up. And there we have it. Our returning summer favorites, those 4 new dips that came back, not new, but returning dip, boomerang dips, whatever you want to call them. And then we have, woo, just got that in my mouth. And see, then we just top it off like this, and we can put some olives on it, although I know my husband doesn't like black olives either, so we probably won't. But there's our little 4-layer dip. So you could, if you had like verines or things like that, you could make like fancy little ones and put it on. I actually think these are great if you have a party, because then people can just mix and dig and not feel like they're gonna double dip or anything like that. So there is our Mexican layered dip using one of the returning nacho dips. So thanks for sharing with me how you've used it. I actually think there's lots of ways you can use it. I think you can mix it in with burger seasoning. I mean, with burgers, I've done that before. I have thrown it in soups to give my soup a bit of a zip. I have also seen that people have done it with like using either the buffalo or the Cajun fries seasoning and made like a chicken nacho buffalo-y cheesy dip, which that would be so good. So I don't know. There's lots of ideas. It again is just smell, see what you like, and add it. So I'm really glad that you guys are doing it. Hi, Kimberly. Kimberly popped on here too. So I'm going to call my husband up because this is the fun part. It is 25 after, so I got 5 minutes to reset before the next one. But we're going to be doing a draw for a nacho cheese dip. So come on up, Gord, and everybody who's here gets their name in the draw.
I'm ready. So I've got names in, and let's see who is the winner. Patty.
Congratulations, Patty! So when you come tomorrow, it'll be sitting at the front door for you. So really thankful for you guys all being on here. I hope you'll join me, I guess, in 5-ish minutes for my next presentation, which is titled, Honey, It's No Big Deal. So I hope you'll join me. See you soon. Bye.